Good morning, everyone. We will begin a morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamuzumarimasu kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite sumemi oya kamuizanagi no mikoto tsukushi no himuka no tachihana no odo no ahagi hana ni Misogi harai tamu toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kami tachi. Moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegareo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomo usukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kuni tsukami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ame no fuchi koma no mimi kuri tatete kikoshi mese to kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. We got a Miroku bless you. Miroku's teaching today is entitled God's Instrument. It is found on the Daily Inspirations, page 93. Let us do our best in both the horizontal and vertical aspects of our work, channeling God's light and living the teachings of truth. As God's instruments, our difficulties, no matter how great, are endured with patience as we continue to serve in His divine work. With trust in God, we need not to burden ourselves with regrets over past mistakes or undue worries about the future. From a spiritual point of view, worry is a form of bondage. The opposite of trust, it exerts an unfavorable influence upon the outcome of things, since it hinders God's helping, protective hand. The more unrestrained the worry, the more it obstructs divine guidance. We often prevent our own success. Nearly everyone has experienced an intense desire at one time or other for something that seemed unattainable. After despairing of it and releasing it, it unexpectedly came to pass. The same can apply to giving Johrei. When an attempt is made to help someone, anxiety, in place of trust, can retard progress. But when Johrei is given in a true spiritual prayer, without excessive concern by the giver, that person or their family, unexpected results are often obtained. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters and for joining us in prayers for world peace. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Joan Baez da Silva Lobo. She's from the Duque de Caxias Johrei Center in Brazil. Joan Baez, who is now 42 years old, has been a member of Johrei for 25 years. In early 2004, at the age of 24, she experienced numbness in her abdominal region. Initially, she didn't give it much thought, but as the days went by, the numbness started to affect her legs, feet, and throat, which made it difficult for her to eat. In March of that year, she went to see a neurologist. After an MRI scan, multiple sclerosis, which is an autoimmune and degenerative disease that affects the central nervous system, was diagnosed. Because multiple sclerosis is a disease that is widely considered to be incurable. Treatment with corticosteroids was recommended as a way to reduce compromising symptoms that affected her everyday quality of life. Joan Baez was extremely shaken by the severity of the diagnosis and prescribed treatment that would include taking drugs that could cause severe side effects throughout her life, while not even providing the promise or possibility of a cure. Consequently, she and her family decided that she would not start the treatment immediately. On that very same day, her minister came to visit. The guidance she was giving was to receive Johrei for 7 days, each day 24 hours around the clock, which she and her family promptly adhered to. In addition to her family members, John received intensive Johrei from numerous members of the Johrei community. She recalls that even while she was taking a bath, her mother would be giving her Johrei. After the 7 day period, she was able to both walk and talk more fluidly. Everyone was amazed at her rapid improvement. John considered it a great miracle from Meishu-sama. At the end of this period, John was instructed to provide religious assistance to people undergoing purification, and she continued to receive Johrei for an average of 4 hours daily. By the 14th day, she had fully recovered and resumed her normal work and studies. Years passed, and with her life normalized, John focused on practices of giving service to helping God's plan. John married and had a daughter in 2013, which was a big dream that she thought could never come true because of her purification. John's husband is also a Johrei member. Their daughter has received the child locket, Shoko, and they enjoy Johrei at home every day. In 2016, John experienced a new crisis, this one of somewhat lesser intensity. Once again, she was able to overcome a huge purification, this time by both receiving intensive Johrei and incorporating the regular reading of Meishu-sama's teachings. Currently, the disease is in a state of remission, not showing any detectable symptoms. Joan continues to give service with fervor. She supports her ministry in expansion activities, while along with other missionaries, participates in taking care of some 480 members. Joan Baez is very thankful to God, Meishu-sama, and her ancestors for the permission to contribute to the realization of paradise on earth, as well as for the experience of her own purification, through which her faith was strengthened, inspire further commitment to the divine work. Thank you very much for joining this morning service, for listening to this faith experience to its very end. I wish you a very blessed day, a very blessed week. And with this concludes our morning service. Thank you very much.